Trope Explained, the allure of morally grey characters in modern fiction. In the realm of modern fiction, the characters who often capture our hearts and provoke our minds are not the shining heroes or the nefarious villains, but those who exist in the shades of grey in between. This trope, known as the morally grey character, matters profoundly because it reflects a nuanced reality more true to the human condition than the black and white archetypes of old. Morally grey characters challenge our perceptions of right and wrong, inviting us into a complex world where choices are not easily categorized. Definition: a morally grey character is one whose actions, intentions, and moral compass do not align neatly with traditional notions of good and evil. These characters operate under a personal code that can sometimes contravene societal norms, making their behavior unpredictable and their ethical standing ambiguous. Their decisions often stem from a mix of self-interest, altruism, and a unique moral philosophy, rendering them deeply complex and relatable figures. Origins: while the concept of morally complex characters is not new, their prominence and popularity in literature and media have surged in recent decades. This shift reflects a broader cultural movement towards embracing ambiguity and complexity, particularly in the postmodern era. Characters who inhabit moral grey zones have become emblematic of a society that increasingly questions binary thinking in ethics, politics, and identity. Why it works: the psychological appeal of morally grey characters lies in their realism and depth. Human beings are inherently complex, and characters who embody this complexity feel more authentic and engaging. These characters mirror the internal conflicts we face, making their stories compelling and relatable. From a narrative perspective, morally grey characters add layers of tension and unpredictability to the plot, enhancing the emotional investment of the audience. Examples: in Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows, Kaz Brekker is a criminal mastermind whose ruthless methods are driven by a deep-seated desire for revenge and protection of his crew. His morally ambiguous actions question the lengths one can go for the sake of loyalty and justice. Similarly, Severus Snape from J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series exemplifies the morally grey character through his dual role as a protector and antagonist, challenging readers to reconsider their initial judgments as his true motivations are revealed. Variations: across genres, the morally grey trope manifests in diverse forms. In fantasy, characters may grapple with moral ambiguity in their quest for power or survival in morally complex worlds. Dystopian fiction often features protagonists who must make ethically dubious decisions to overthrow oppressive systems. In crime and thriller genres, morally grey characters can be anti-heroes, vigilantes, or flawed detectives whose personal vendettas and methods blur ethical lines. When it fails, the portrayal of morally grey characters can falter when their actions lack sufficient motivation or context, leading to characters who seem inconsistently or gratuitously immoral. Without a well-developed backstory or clear internal conflicts, these characters may come across as unrelatable or unsympathetic, undermining the narrative's emotional impact. Additionally, glorifying or excusing unethical behavior without critical examination can alienate readers and muddle the story's moral message. For writers, crafting a compelling morally grey character requires a delicate balance. Writers should ensure these characters have a well-defined personal code and complex motivations that explain, though not necessarily justify, their actions. Providing a backstory that sheds light on their moral outlook can add depth and empathy. It's crucial to avoid glorifying unethical behavior. Instead, present moral dilemmas that encourage readers to engage with the characters' choices critically. Conclusion: the enduring appeal of morally grey characters lies in their ability to reflect the complexity of the human experience. They challenge readers to navigate the murky waters of ethics and empathy, prompting introspection and debate. For writers, these characters offer rich narrative potential to explore themes of redemption, power, and the human capacity for both good and evil. In a world increasingly skeptical of absolutes, morally grey characters remind us of the value and necessity of grappling with the shades of grey in ourselves and others. Understanding tropes helps both readers enjoy books more and writers craft better stories. What tropes do you love or hate? What should I cover next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for weekly trope breakdowns.